Hey guys, it's James and we're back with another income ETF video. Today we're looking at NUSI, and in particular how much of NUSI we would need to own to be able to hit that $1,000 a month in dividends. We're looking at 30 separate ETFs here, and we are on the fourth one, NUSI. We like to first figure out how are they actually paying us that dividend, what are they doing in that ETF, what their historical yields have been. Then we come over to my compound interest calculator to determine how much of NUSI we need to own to hit that $1,000 a month, and then we compare the ETF to the S&P 500. Over on NUSI's website, let's go back up to the top. NUSI is Nationwide's NASDAQ 100 Risk Managed Income ETF. So what does that mean, risk managed? Well, let's come down here to this section under the investment process. They lay out their investment process in 4 different steps, and you can pause the video and read this if you would like, but simply they are buying the stocks in the NASDAQ 100 and the option strategy that they employ. If the share price goes up or if the share price goes down, they make a little bit if the share price goes either way, hence the name Risk Managed ETF. And they pay their distributions every single month. So let's take a look at their historical dividend yield. The 12-month trailing yield, according to Seeking Alpha, is about 9.46%. Let's take a look at when they started paying a dividend and what the historical yields have looked like. So they started paying a dividend in December of 2019, and after 12 separate payouts, their 12-month trailing yield was around 6.9%. And depending on market price or the share price for NUSI, the dividend yield has fluctuated between about 7% and 10%. So we'll use a number around 8.5% to 9% for our calculation. So let's come back over to our calculator and determine how much we would need to own to hit that $1,000 a month in dividend. This is my compound interest calculator. This is based on the compound interest formula and the dividend yield numbers and the expense ratio numbers, as well as some growth and contribution numbers. But we're just going to focus on this dividend yield number and this section right here. So for NUSI, as we saw, their dividend yield fluctuated between 7% and 10%. So let's hit about 8.5%. Let's say their dividend yield is around 8.5%. To hit that $1,000 a month figure, we would need around $141,000 worth of NUSI. To hit $100 a month, we would need $14,000 worth of NUSI. To hit that $5,000 a month or $60,000 a year, we would need around $705,000 worth of NUSI. So if you wanted to retire on $5,000 a month, not including taxes, you would need around $705,000 at that 8.5% yielding number. Now let's round out the video with comparing it to the S&P 500. So the S&P 500 index, if we take a look at the last 6 months, if you would have invested in the index, you would have only lost around 8% of your portfolio value, and in NUSI, you would have lost around 18%. Taking a look at 1 year, if you invested in NUSI a year ago, here are the numbers you would be looking at. That is something to consider when you were investing in these ETFs. If the market price goes up and down, then your figure right here would obviously fluctuate as well. So that rounds out this video for NUSI. You would need around $140,000 worth of NUSI to hit that $1,000 a month in dividends. Head down into the comments, let me know what you thought of this video, what I can do to improve once I head into the next round of ETFs. And with that, thanks for watching.